In April of 2026, I took a trip to Mexico, covering two cities in the Yucatan Peninsula, Cancun and Valladolid. While traveling between the two cities, I heard a lot of information about the new Tren Maya. This video is going to cover my experience going from Valladolid to Cancun's airport using Tren Maya. Now, from doing a little bit of research, Tren Maya is fairly new. From my understanding, a lot of the locals in Mexico don't really use it, but I understand its usefulness going from city to city for people who are traveling, wanting to have a new way to get to and from different places. I see all the advantages when it comes to traveling from different cities using the train, making it easily accessible to different parts of the Yucatan Peninsula. My experience is fairly simple, very straightforward. I did a lot of research online about going from Valladolid to Cancun. Like any train system that I've experienced, the times are fairly strict. So when the train comes, it comes. When it leaves, you only got, or when people are boarding, you only probably got about like 2 to 3 minutes to board. It's not that crowded. Again, it's fairly new. People are just getting accustomed to it. I think the usefulness will be a lot for international travelers going from city to city. So it was very quick, very efficient, and very clean. I've underestimated how clean a train station can be. For me, I stayed at the Hotel Posado San Juan in Valladolid, and they did offer a shuttle service to go from the hotel to the train. Coordinated that with the front desk people. The lady was very nice, very accommodating. She made phone calls. Next thing you know, driver was there with the hotel van taking me to the train station. So here he is talking about different experiences in Valladolid. He's been there all his life. I was telling him about my experiences growing up when I was younger in Mexico and wanted to come back and come back more often. So very good quality conversation. It felt like talking to a distant cousin, to be honest, because that's how nice the conversation was. So pulling up to the train station, it was fairly straightforward, fairly simple. It's a large train station, but there's not much going on. So I think they're just scaling it for future uses, making it future proof, which I totally understand. But it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. There is an attendant that helps you and to book tickets and all that, but I use a kiosk that you can find. Again, languages that you can change for your convenience, but there was a person that was there to just ask any questions, so it was fairly straightforward. Security is very straightforward, but they just want to make sure, like, it kind of felt close to airport security, but not as strict. Put your bags in, just check your pockets, blah blah blah. Simple, straightforward security stuff. But after security, I had to put my phone away to get through security. But after security, going up through the escalator, it's fairly straightforward. You're on the side that they tell you to get on. All the attendants are there to help you. So there's people there to answer any questions that you may have, trying to figure out what side that you need to go on. But yeah, they're very useful. Here's a map that's kind of outlined the different stations. It's very convenient to read this map, figuring out where you are, where to go. I love trains. It's very convenient when I'm traveling internationally. So I would just recommend, if you're using Tren Maya, know what city you're going to, look up the trains, times, train schedules. It's very convenient. I will say the train station is very removed from the city, so it's just like it took a little bit of time to get there, probably like 20 minutes. So trains coming. Like all trains that I've used, they tell you to get in a certain car. You have a seat assigned, so you sit in that seat. I think it's the case where the international people are in a certain car, and then all the local people are in a different car. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get to my destination, so it's very, very straightforward. Now, the train is very quiet, very clean. I love it. Wasn't, again, not a lot of people that are using the train. So most of the people that was in my car were international travelers going to the airport. So yeah, quiet train ride. You're going through the Yucatan Peninsula, the Yucatan jungle. Like, this is pretty much your view. Going through, seeing tree lines, different small little cities, little pueblitas. There we go. A lot of the train stations, as I'm going through, look like this. Just two sides platform. There's attendants there to help you out. One of the unique things that I saw on the train that I didn't see that often was attendants coming to clean the train like at scheduled times. They made sure the train was clean, the amenities that you needed in the bathrooms or things like that were taken care of. Like I probably saw the cleaning persons, two different cleaning persons, one doing trash, one doing something else. I forgot, but it was two different people. They did that probably every 30 minutes. So they care about cleanliness, efficiency, people having access to different things. They take pride in making sure that your amenities are where it needs to be. I gave that a 5 stars, five out of 5 stars, because that experience to me is just like they care about quality of service and quality for the people that are riding on the train. I loved it. It's so funny for me to experience the different train stations because they're very simple, going from little small town to small town to small town. But when we got to the Cancun airport, it felt like Penn Station to me. Like so many different tracks, so many different lines, huge building, huge platform. I was just like, yeah, they wanted to make sure that people had access to get to and from Cancun, and they made sure to do it right. I understand it completely. Cancun's terminal was very, very luxurious feeling to me. I loved it so much. Again, another attendant to help you out in case you need it. But yeah, I think they built up that terminal. Again, a lot of future proofing. There were empty stands that I saw as I was going through, but it's just like once businesses starts to take advantage of the train, I think a lot of convenience stores are going to be coming in and providing services to different people using the train. There's a shuttle that goes from the train to the airport. It was a little bit difficult to find out where it was, but it's this small stand. The sign, you can find it right then and there to say, hey, we're going from the terminal to the airport. Here's where you got to go. There are the prices right there, very reasonable, I would say, for me. And yeah, the whole terminal was just really beautiful. Just trying to make my way, going to figure out where to go to the buses. A person helped me out figuring out where to go. I'm walking through these different places, basically saying, hey, we're again future proofing the terminals and make a lot more variety for you guys as you coming to the terminal. But yeah, so I'm walking out to the shuttle. Shuttle leaves at a certain hour. On the ticket is where it says what time the shuttle is going to be leaving. So just read the ticket, figure out what time you need to show up to the bus station. It looked really beautiful. It was, that sad feeling that comes over you when you're about to go back home after a vacation. Just had to muscle through it. After that, regular bus ride going from the terminal to the airport. Just sightseeing at this point a little bit. Getting the lay of the land. Again, the terminal is a little bit removed from the airport, but regular traffic access getting to and from the airport is pretty straightforward. A lot of the things that you can find as far as the usefulness will probably be on the website. I just kind of took it on a whim because I knew the access was there. For a person that does pre-plan, it's pretty useful. You'll get all your questions answered as you're going through it. For a person that doesn't know, they're kind of figuring it out on the fly. A lot of the resources are still there for you to know, learn, figure out how to get to and from on the fly. If you're a person that asks for help, there are people there that are very useful. Ask them questions, get an understanding. The funny thing is, as we got dropped off at the airport, we got dropped off right where the exit is, and I was just following this lady in a hat saying, all right, we're just going back to the entrance. But we walked all the way back to the no entry points where the exit normally is. And I said, yeah, no, you just had to make a left instead of go right. So we just went to the wrong door, wrong way. But the entrance back to the airport is right there. You just got to figure out where the signs are to go to the entrance, not the exit. Because the drop-off location at the airport is basically a one-stop shop where people are leaving and going back to the airport. So just figure out where the entrance is. My reviews on it, I feel like if a person is trying to go to different cities straight from the airport, Tren Maya is very useful. Tren Maya, ADO, there are so many different options, but a very direct, very plain, very easy access to get to and from different destinations, I would recommend Tren Maya. It was very useful for me, very straightforward for me. I had any questions that I had, they were quickly answered. Felt no pressure whatsoever, and I would do it 100 times over using Tren Maya. I think the usefulness of Tren Maya will show itself in the future, having different access to these different cities that probably in the past was a little bit more difficult to get to. Faster way to get to these different cities. You could probably do a day trip to different places within a day using Tren Maya. I would do that in the future. I think it's really at its infancy. Like, they just need to develop a little bit more, but the convenience of it is top notch. I can't say anything more about like, wow, like I think this is a great project that Mexico is embarking on. You're gonna see a lot of progress in the future, so I'm excited to see the future of Tren Maya. For those of you that are thinking about using Tren Maya in the future, highly recommend it. Definitely look up online where your train stations are, what the schedule times are, so you can plan accordingly. Then figuring out how to get to and from the train station itself, because sometimes the train station is a little bit removed from the cities that they're located in. Coordinating that would probably be the biggest hassle if you're trying to pre-plan certain things, but I would say definitely use Tren Maya if you're planning to city hop from different places in the Yucatan. Hopefully the information shared in this video is helpful for those planning to use Tren Maya in the future. It is wildly convenient, and I'm excited to see the future of Tren Maya. As always, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to see more information about my future travels. Peace.